Okay, so my dear sister, yeah, thank you so much for participating. Strong leaders like yourself in the community making a difference, and we really appreciate it. And on behalf of Setsi, really thank you for participating in this.
Thank you. Me.
Oh, for sure. So, as always, we begin all things by acknowledging the original stewards of the various lands that we were on. We also acknowledge our ancestors. We acknowledge all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We acknowledge all our elders and original stewards of the various lands that we are on and whose shoulders that we stand on as we build, share, learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. So please, if you don't mind, if you can introduce yourself to our listeners and viewers and tell us a little bit about your remarkable work.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Priscilla Birago. I'm also known by Birago. I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm currently in Canada right now, but I do spend now majority of my time in Ghana. I'm the founder of Soko Bags. I'm also the CEO of Soko Bags. It is a tech-enabled manufacturing company that produces eco-friendly reusable bags in Ghana to eradicate plastic bags in Ghana. We're also currently introducing a new technology that allows users to track their bags as they use them. And our whole aim is to eradicate plastic bags, at the same time, essentially providing sustainable employment for women. I also co-founded a company called FemBnB. So it's basically the first woman-to-woman rental company that allows women to rent their vacation rentals to other women using AI to essentially help them travel safer. So that's essentially about me. I'm a mother of two. Currently, as I said, I live in Canada, but of course, spend most of my time in Ghana.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for your remarkable work. And can you just articulate your personal mission and vision for us?
So for me, my personal vision and mission is to essentially uplift women. That's my vision for myself. It's really find ways to uplift women. And for me, anything that I do start, it starts from a problem that I end up finding a solution for. So I'm always looking for ways to solve issues. Specifically, societal issues, environmental issues. Right now, I'm really keen on environmental issues and women issues. So that is essentially what my purpose is, really making spaces for women and empowering them through employment.
And those two are so important, with as what we see on the media, everything talking about climate change, everything makes an impact for sure. Mm-hmm. And what inspires you about your current work?
What inspires me about my current work is the impact that I'm actually creating. I had the idea of Soko Bags actually 10 years ago, and it's been an idea that I've always nurtured. So bringing it into reality about 2 years ago is something that I didn't actually see it coming so fast. However, the women that I work with, I started with just 2 women that I was working with. Now we're at 35 employees. And they're constantly inspiring me to do better. They constantly inspire me to make sure that I'm providing the necessary tools to help them grow, to ensure that I'm actually inspiring them as women, in Ghana. So it is something, I think the women that I work with inspires me to do better. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I mean, they're so inspiring for sure. I see it every day, how inspiring they are. My jaws drop every day. And what challenges and barriers do you currently face in your work, and how are you overcoming them?
So for me right now, one of the major challenges I'm of course facing is of course funding, I think, is the biggest one. I would say starting a company in a developing economy can get very difficult. finding resources to help you skill can get even more difficult. So that has been my biggest challenge. However, I mean, I am finding other resources that I feel like will be beneficial for me that I'm looking at tapping into. And I think one of also the biggest challenge that I faced is being a woman, right? Being a woman in a world dominated by men, especially in Ghana. Working with men, sometimes they look down on you. They think that, you know, you're not capable. So really finding ways to find my voice in spaces, you know, making my own room and making my own table, really ensuring that I'm being heard, and ensuring that, you know, my worth is being acknowledged. So I think that's the biggest challenge. But you know, I've come around it. You know, my co-founder is a male, so he helps me quite a lot to navigate some of these challenges when we go for meetings and stuff. So I like to take on challenges, and I think it makes me stronger as a person and allows me to get to know myself better.
Beautiful. And you know, when I go to the market, when I go to most of these, you know, places that are selling items, I see women. I see women, and they're doing it. They are doing it from morning till night. So, you know, I pray that those things change, you know, as far as that male dominated, because actually I think it's not true, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. And do you have any set of key priorities in your work right now?
Yes. One of the key priorities in our current work right now is to reduce production cost. Um, Producing in Ghana is quite expensive. It is very, very challenging to source. And for us, we really believe in sustainability and believe in the fact that we need to source within our ecosystem or around our ecosystem, especially since we're talking about climate change. We're really trying to find ways to mitigate any chances that we need to ship anything in. So we try to you know, source locally. So it becomes very challenging. So that is one of the main aim, or one of our goals this year, is to reduce our production costs. And of course, source more ethically. We do currently source ethically as well, but we want to be able to get more vendors locally that will be able to source from to produce the bags on a larger scale. Another goal, I would say, one of our goal, of course, this year as well, is to increase our revenue and, of course, increase our advocacy across Ghana and outside of Ghana. We've done quite well on social media in terms of really talking a lot about what we're doing and what our mission is. So we've had unexpected orders from outside of Ghana, from Liberia, from Bermuda, from Uganda. So the orders are coming from outside of Ghana because of the work that we're doing. So one of the main goal is to be able to push more work outside, but our focus is still Ghana, to be able to you know, help eradicate or at least reduce plastic waste in Ghana.
That's beautiful. And you know, you're when you're saying source locally, that is helping to shine a light on Ghana, that there are people in Ghana that are actually making the change and making the difference. It's just as a whole with Ghana to really get that point out there, the importance of, you know, plastic waste and reducing it for sure. And what is your ultimate goal, and what does success look like to you?
Hmm. I think my ultimate goal, I believe, is to provide employment for women. That is a passion of mine. I've always been a passion of mine to advocate for women, even through FemBnB. That has been my whole aim, is to advocate for women's safety with FemBnB. So even with Soko Bags is to advocate for women employment and, of course, fair wages. So I honestly, I see that as my main purpose, right? I see that as my main purpose. So I do feel like I'm on the right track. I feel like I'm doing the right things. And my success, what success for me looks like, is knowing that I'm able to actually help women put food on their table for their families. and hearing even their stories every day as to how the employment is helping them is a good feeling. So that I see that is a huge success, being able to provide employment for at least 200 to 500 women in 5 years. And that's essentially my aim. So that is what I would deem as success. And of course, growing the company that will be able to advocate to eradicate single-use plastic bags and be a company that's social responsible. That is essentially success for me, and I will continue to do that. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's amazing. And do you have any closing thoughts or calls to action at this time?
My closing thoughts, I think, for any entrepreneur that is looking to, in Canada, that's looking to, of course, start something outside of Canada, is to really, do a bit more research before you go, because I had my fair share of experience. And also just believe in yourself, because starting a company in a developing country, or I would say emerging economy, is very difficult. And you do get a lot of people telling you it's not possible, or essentially also projecting their fears on you. So you have to be strong to know that you're the only one that understands your vision, and you're the only one that sees your vision, but nobody else. So you need to continue the road or the journey that you're on to reach your destination.
Absolutely. It's such an important thing that you're doing, and I really wish you much success. You will make such a huge impact for generations to come on all levels, because we're dealing with, you're providing jobs and a future for young women and their generations and the ones to come that will respect nature and know that, hey, we need to reduce this because our generations depend on it. So, on behalf of myself and Setsi, we thank you so much for the work that you're doing, and much success for you in the future.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, what we do in the beginning, we do at the end. We begin all things by acknowledging the original stewards of the various lands that we are on. And we also acknowledge our ancestors. We acknowledge all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We acknowledge all the elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. So once again, I thank you so much, and I can't wait to post this, to get this on YouTube so other people can be inspired by your wonderful work.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister.
All right.